everybody. It's a long-awaited Uncanny Spirits Club video. It's been a while since I had one. It usually tends to stretch out whenever I get these done. Like I always want to do a bunch of them in a row and then end up getting sidetracked. Um, Tonight, actually, this is the first of at least two videos that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do this one first for the Cheap Shot Challenge, and then I'm going to do another one for the regular Uncanny Spirits Club normal tasting. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So what is this first off? Um, this is the Cheap Shot Challenge, of course. And I have to keep my dog from scratching because she's got dry skin, and if she scratches too much, she's going to hurt herself. And so I have to keep reaching over if she's scratching and like trying to convince her to stop. Happens. Live video. So the Cheap Shot Challenge is this is episode 3 of the little mini part of the Uncanny Spirits Club, and I buy something cheap, usually less than $15 to $20 on the shelf, usually like 10 to 12 bucks, and I see if it's any good. Because a lot of times when you go that cheap, there's not much that's really palatable, depending, or it's just super weak. Like the very first episode, I basically had whiskey flavored water. That's what it was. It was, and then for episode 2, I had the squirrel peanut butter whiskey, which was, not bad, not real strong, very sweet. It would probably mix with various other things, but this is the third episode of that. I have done these before, but not as part of the Cheap Shot Challenge. I've done these. I think I feel a sneeze coming on. I'll try not to. I've done this brand before as part of the regular lineup, but they are cheap enough that I reconsidered where I would organize them, and I think I'm going to put them in the Cheap Shot Challenge from here on out if I try more than this flavor. This is the first one of those that kind of stood out to me. Like I think I did the Mai Tai last time, and I'm not really into drinks like that, so I wasn't, clearly I wasn't very impressed after I had it anyway. But this one looked interesting, and it is from the On the Rocks Premium Cocktails brand. Who knows anything about that? And it is, my cat's going crazy over there. Produced by OTR, which is, I assume, was On the Rocks, Frankfort, Kentucky. OnTheRocksCocktails.com. They have a web page and a Facebook page and all that good stuff. This is the Espresso Martini, which spoke to me because I'm a big coffee drinker. I like coffee and I like alcohol. Crafted with effin' vodka. And that sounds like I'm putting that in as like a censorship thing, but it isn't. It's that's the brand of the vodka. And I feel like that's what they're going for. They're probably saying effing vodka, it's effing good, or some silliness like that. I think the whole like interjecting effing instead of just using the word or an alternative is kind of silly myself, but whatever. That's not what kind of show this is. But it claims to be a rich and dark espresso martini crafted with effin' vodka and espresso coffee liqueur. Other details on the back: 40 proof, so it's only 20% alcohol per volume, so not very much in it. It's a a little small bottle, 375 milliliters, $12.99. For being a small bottle, I don't know if that necessarily qualifies it as the Cheap Shot Challenge, but price wise and whatever, I'll give it to it. I'll give it to it. So yeah, I've tried the Mai Tai from these guys before, and was not very impressed. One, because I don't like Mai Tais generally anyway, and second, because it was really weak and it was kind of like something about the flavor was just off. It didn't taste like a good example of a Mai Tai. Now, I'm not a vodka fan, for one already. I don't really drink vodka martinis. I usually drink gin martinis if I drink a martini at all. So I'm kind of like, I'm interested because I like coffee, but I'm kind of like, I hope this doesn't suck. And I feel like it's going to. No offense, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails Company. I feel like it's going to suck. But let's find out. It has a cork, which is nice. It's not like a screw top or something like that. That doesn't always indicate high quality, but it is a nice touch. It's on there real good too. Oh boy. Hmm. Smell the coffee. I smell kind of an unpleasant smell as well. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If you've just tuned in, once again, this is the cheap shot challenge, and $12.99 a bottle here in Canton, Ohio for On the Rocks premium cocktails, the Espresso Martini made with effing vodka. I'm not substituting the words. That's what the vodka is called. So I'm gonna try this and see if it's any good. I set the bar pretty low, honestly, for most of this cheap shot challenge stuff. I kind of almost don't want an entire shot of this just because in case it's real bad. Now I got to try to force this cork back on because man, it was a fight to get it out. Ooh, that's a tight one. No jokes. No jokes from you. No jokes. Um, it's real dark. Obviously, it's got that coffee color to it. You can smell coffee in there, but you can smell like I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't smell pleasant. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not looking forward to this, but here we go. We'll see if it passes or fails, if it's worth the $12.99 or not. Let's see how it goes. The espresso martini. Okay. It's not terrible. There is something in there that I distinctly don't like, but it's not so bad that I'm going to gag or be like, "Ugh." It's not that horrible. It definitely has a strong, strong, strong coffee taste. So the coffee liqueur is doing the job. It's sweet. It's very much like an iced coffee. I feel like if I mixed this in with a regular cup of iced coffee, I think it would enhance it slightly, but I might not even notice that there was any alcohol in there. And it probably wouldn't do much good in the long run because it's only 40 proof. But it's not terrible. This is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It does have some kind of unpleasant flavor profile in there somewhere, but I just can't place it. I don't know if that's from the vodka or it's from the coffee liqueur that is not branded, notably. It's notable that they do not have the brand of coffee liqueur on here. So that could be saying something. It might be something that they were either embarrassed to add there or something. But um, but yeah, there's something unpleasant in there. But overall, it's not a terrible shot. It's not as bad as I was expecting. I don't think I'd want to like have a bunch of these in a row, but a couple, it'd be okay for like a week little pregame or something like that. Um, let's have another taste of it and see how it goes the second time around. Now the flavor and the taste buds are kind of opened up a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think I'll be buying it again though. But it is not terrible. It is not terrible. And now that I think of it, one of the big things right now is mixing coffee with everything. Like you can get hard coffee that's made with Pabst Blue Ribbon. You can get coffee made with Guinness. You can get coffee mixed with Coca Cola. You can get coffee mixed with all these different things. Um, this would not be bad mixed with Coca Cola or a cola beverage of your choice. Because I've had their coffee flavored Coke or whatever it is, whatever they call it. I don't know if it was coffee first when they added Coke, so it's Coke flavored coffee or it's coffee flavored Coke. But I it wasn't bad. It actually impressed me that it was actually pretty darn good. expensive. So, I'm not going to buy it a whole bunch, and I'm not really a soda drinker, but it wasn't bad. So this may not be bad to mix with that to give it a little bit of nice little kick. It's still very low proof, so it's not going to give you much of a buzz in the short term. But as a social beverage, mix it with some Coca-Cola or a cola of your choice. And I think it wouldn't be so bad. And I might do that. I might go to the store this week and grab some Coca-Cola and mix this with it. Or I might go super cheap, since it is the cheap shot challenge, and mix it with something like RC Cola or something like that. If you're local in Ohio, you know what I mean. You know some of those like off-brand things. So, I might try that just to see what happens. I think that'd be actually not bad. I think that might eliminate some of the unpleasant side taste that I'm getting from this. But all in all, while I'm not really a big fan, I can't say that it's bad, really. Um, so I'm going to give it to it. I'm going to say that this has passed the cheap shot challenge. That's a pass. So far, we've had 2 passes and 1 fail. 11 Jones, 11 Jones whiskey was whiskey flavored water. It was not even worth the $10 that I paid for it. So it was a fail. It was a fail. The Squirrel peanut butter whiskey was exactly what it said it was. It wasn't very strong, but it wasn't a bad drink either. It might be a good mixer. Adjust my little phone stand here. And so that got a pass. And the Espresso Martini from On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, made with, once again, F and vodka. They get a pass as well. They get a thumbs up. They get a pass. While it's not something that I would want to drink on a regular basis, I can see how many people would enjoy that, and I can see ways in my head how you can mix that with things and improve it quite a bit, and possibly stay within a budget if you're trying to stay pretty cheap. If you're trying to drink on the cheap, I think it can be done with that. Now, that was $12.99. So if you buy 2 liter of cola, no Super Troopers jokes, please. If you buy one, I think the name brand stuff, the Coca-Cola stuff, is like $2, a little bit more for a 2 liter here in Ohio, like $2.49, something like that. It's not very expensive, all things considered, for that much. If you do that, then you're still within, you're still pretty close to $15 or under. If you go with one of the off-branded colas, then it's even cheaper than that. So you can stick close to that by like a few cents, maybe $1. So that would be a smart plan. So there you go. So I think the On the Rocks Premium Cocktails Espresso Martini passes the Cheap Shot Challenge. Okay. So that's that. That's all I got for this one. Stay tuned. I'm going to do another video within a few minutes after this one, probably live to the same places I sent this one. So hang tight, and I will have some bourbon coming up. Okay. Some bourbon for all my bourbon drinkers. So I will see you guys in just a few more minutes. Until then, cheers. If I can hit the button that says end broadcast.